This video is sponsored by NordVPN. Yo, what's up guys? Sam here. Welcome back to another video. Your first look today at, well, what can I say other than the coolest new messaging app on the planet, because iMessage in iOS 14 has gotten some really big new features, especially in group chats, that honestly are going to make it so much more fun to talk to people, especially in an era of social distancing. So if you're looking forward to the video, drop a like down below and hit subscribe for more because, I mean, hey, I've heard you don't want to miss out on the cool videos about iOS 14 today. So let's go ahead and jump in. Now, iOS 14 does not have the biggest set of new features, but it's revamped things like the home screen. I just made a video about that. I mean, there are literal widgets here now, guys. So Apple is not playing around. It looks incredible. And in the Messages app, they haven't been taking vacation either. By the way, if you guys want to get the new iOS 14 wallpaper, I have it available over on my site, so you can check it out there and start feeling like you got iOS 14 even if you haven't jumped on the developer public beta just yet. So going into Messages for the first time, it largely looks the same. You can't really tell that there has been any update until you actually look at your contacts and swipe from left to right on one, and then you see there's a brand new way to pin conversations, so you can finally get the people that you talk to the most at the very top, and you get this grid-like UI as Apple has demonstrated here, where people that you talk to the most will show up at the top. It's a great idea. I mean, there's definitely some people that are down below. It's hard to find, even if they're one of my most frequently spoken with contacts. So those are easier to access than ever before. Going into a message UI, you've also got 3 new Memoji stickers you can send out here. So you can give somebody a hug, you can blush. I think there might be like blow a kiss or one other. I don't know, guys. I'm not a big Memoji guy. I mean, they're fun like every other year. I use one maybe, but Apple just keeps pushing them. They're like super proud of emojis, and like I get it. Like the art team worked really hard, but I don't get it. I should say that. I don't get it. That being said, what Apple has done with these is pretty cool. There are new hairstyles, headwear, and you guessed it, due to everything that's been happening in our world, face coverings. Going outside, wear a mask, please, guys. It's the only way we're going to stop this thing. So you can now reflect your dedication to keeping other people safe by putting a Memoji mask on your person. The big changes though this year are all around group chats, which are honestly how I probably text the most, especially when I can't be around my friends as much as I used to be able to. So Apple's got a ton of new features. First and foremost, mentions. This is in GroupMe, Telegram, name it, any other email. You can probably do this in email. You can mention somebody to have just the messages notify them. Or there's a setting for you where you can only be notified in a group chat when somebody messages you. Now, I'm not a fan of muting group chats. I discussed this in a recent video, so just don't do it. But if you do, I mean, there's a way you'll still be getting our messages. On top of that, there are now inline replies where you can specifically reply to certain messages rather than sort of adding clutter to the whole conversation, which is gonna save so much space and trying to figure out what's going on. Like you probably have those friends, they get into some random discussion and you're like, guys, nobody cares that you just got, I don't know, your new car or whatever and the radio's messed up. So now you can have inline replies that look just like this. They're slick. They look really, really great. And I just can't wait for my friends to get iOS 14 because, right now I'm the only one on the iOS 14 gang because it's still in developer preview. It's not coming out until the fall of this year. Something else I love about iOS 14 is how private everything is, at least on device. But obviously once you go online, advertisers are tracking you, people are trying to get your data, and that's why I worked with NordVPN to make this video possible. Staying anonymous online is tough because, believe it or not, guys, there is money, good money, in tracking you and figuring out what you want and then trying to market things to you. Well, NordVPN makes that a lot more challenging and gives you a couple of extra superpowers. Shows that might not be available in your country but are available in others you can now get to when you connect to a server using NordVPN in that country, and they might even help you get a better deal on airfare as they can't track you revisiting the site constantly to try and get the best deal. The over 5,000 servers are incredibly fast and there's no limit to what you can do, which is why for you guys they're offering a great deal, 70% off the 3 years plan when you hit the link down below in the description, nordvpn.com/iupdate. It's less than $3 and 50 cents a month to get started today and start experiencing the internet like you've never experienced the internet before. You can also now set a group photo, so you can change the little icon at the very top of the screen, make it fun, and Apple means to make it really fun or unique to your group. Look at all these pre-made options. I've never seen this many pre-made options. Like, I mean, if Apple put this much work into just fixing bugs every year, I feel like the software would be perfect. You can do all this stuff, and then when you tap on one, you can search emoji now, so that's a new feature in iOS 14 as well. You no longer have to scroll through It is absolutely amazing. I've never experienced what it's like to search emoji. Like the whole keyboard it works to search emoji. Like that's worth the update right there as well. But now you can even adjust the style, the color. I mean, Apple really wanted you to set a picture here. And if you don't, you just get this UI. And the whole UI here shows everybody's mini emoji or profile pictures around it because, you know, they introduced the iMessage profile where you can set an image last year in iOS 13. It's nice. I don't know if I love the UI. It seems a little bit cluttered, but it's fresh. I will give Apple that. Everything in the Messages app now just feels way more fresh. And rounding out the new conversational features in iOS 14, Apple also made a quality of life improvement for phone calls. Now I know this is terrifying for some of us, but let's say somebody gives you a phone call. This is what it looks like now in iOS 14. It doesn't take up your entire display. It is minimized, it is subtle, and for the first time ever, you might be able to still watch your YouTube video for a couple seconds when mom, dad, sister, brother, friend, best friend, anybody decides to give you a ring. All right, it's really, really great, and it's just nice. Just like Apple did with Siri this year, you know, that it's smaller. It doesn't take up your entire screen. You can see what you were up to. It doesn't interrupt context. There's also a couple of other goodies sprinkled in here, like the fact that you can see like typing indicators at the very top of your screen whenever somebody is talking to you that's pinned. It's great. I mean, I can tell you it has made messaging so much more fun in just a few minutes that I've used it, and I just can't wait for you guys to get your hands on it. So let me know your thoughts about this down below. More coverage on iOS 14. It's still coming later today. Thanks to NordVPN for sponsoring, and you guys rock. See you in my next video. Drop a like if you enjoyed. Hit subscribe for more. Peace out.